So what is a burndown chart? A burndown chart is simply showing you what is work not done or work that is needed to be completed. So at the beginning of the sprint, you will have, for example, all the stories that haven't been completed yet as the first day. Right after you do sprint planning, you will start with something. So that could be your 30 points, 40 points, whatever that you've committed to. And all that is just a sum of all the story points of the stories they've committed for the sprint. Now, what is expected is that at the end of the sprint, you will finish all your stories. So you expect to see, from the first day to the last day, a completion of it, right? So slowly, as work gets completed, you're expecting to see a drop in the graph, a drop in the chart, okay? That's why it's called a burn down. It's a burn down chart. So in Jira, when you view your burn down chart, your x-axis is basically by the days, usually, normally, and then your y-axis is your story points, okay? You can also change this to view by number of stories as well. Now, I do find toggling between those two things show very unique information, and I usually do that just to kind of compare them. How to read the burndown chart. So this is a normal burndown chart. Expect it to start here and expect it to end here. Along the way, as the work gets done, there is a drop. It's kind of like a stepping down. So let's look at another one. In this one, we see a what I consider an uptick, right? Instead of burning down, I can see that my slope or my stairs is actually going up. Now, this is an indication that the team pulled in more work. Now, this one is a little bit odd looking. You can see a lot of work that's been pulled in. Along the way, they complete some stuff. They pull in more work with the upswing of the the staircase, as you can see. And at the end of the sprint, the team did not even finish the work. So this is an example of where team could not finish work that is in their sprint backlog. This is an example of what we call a waterfall sprint. Work is not completed until the last day or the last 2 days, and everything get done at the same time. Now in this one, we can see that the team is doing really well. They're finishing work as they should be. And towards the end of the sprint, they figure out that, wait a minute, we're going to run out of work. So what do? We pull in more work. So now that you know the basics of looking at burndown charts, what is it good for? What do we use it for? Do we want a perfect sprint? Do you want to see all the time that we complete work? Is that what we're expecting to see? So the answer is no. The answer, unfortunately, is no. You're not going to get the perfect burndown. If I see a straight line and not a stepping, I think there's something wrong. Okay, there's something wrong. Or sometimes the burndowns is too perfect. Right? Or we see this very perfectly burned down story by story. I would say that's probably an indicator to investigate more. And how do I look at that? Well, real simple is this. I would actually, get a snapshot of 6 to 8 sprints, right? Throw them out together and look at them at a high level and see if there is trending. So what do I look for at this point? Well, I'm looking for to see if, on average, are there a lot of sprints where we continuously not to finish work? Are there a lot of sprints where we continuously pull in a lot of work and yet not complete, for example? Or do we have a lot of work that doesn't get complete in the first half of the sprint, right? And always at the end of the sprint. There you go. That is the burndown chart, what it is, and then how to read it, and what do I use it for. That's it. Bye.